aspirants, welcome to your YouTube channel for bank, SSC, railways and insurance exams. Today's topic is fill in the blanks, which is a regular question in the bank exams. Irrespective of the number of blanks and the number of sentences, let us focus on the strategy which takes us to the correct answer. Okay? And the weightage given here is 5 questions. Maximum questions you get are 5. Clear? Before I forget, if you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, Time for Bank Exams, yet, please do subscribe for more such interesting and informative videos. Do press the bell icon so that you get the notifications of all the videos that are uploaded on a regular basis. So, shall we get into the topic? Right. Fill in the blanks. Before I continue, let me give you the strategy. Right. You are given a sentence with one blank, as I mentioned earlier in the prelim exams. Okay? Now, what skills of yours are tested in fill in the blanks? First thing, your knowledge of vocabulary. Skills tested. Knowledge of vocabulary. Right. What is this knowledge of vocabulary? Unless and until you know the meanings to all the words that are given in the choices, also difficult words in the sentences, you cannot pick the correct answer. So, knowledge of vocabulary is a must. First thing. And then, your comprehending capacity is also tested. Comprehending capacity. What is comprehension? Understanding. Comprehending capacity. Alright. So, unless and until you comprehend what the sentence is, you cannot pick the right word from the choices. Clear? Then third, your logic. Your logical ability is also tested. Right. Where is this logical ability? Suppose you have synonyms which are similar in meaning. So, how to pick the right word from the synonyms? We have to look at the context of the sentence. So, this logical ability helps you in picking the right word from the synonyms or from similar words. Is that clear? So, these are the skills tested. Do practice in these areas. Okay? And then, what are the clues here? It's not that you are clueless. What are the clues? You have some clues. Let's take the clues from the sentence. What are the clues? Topic of the sentence. Topic of the sentence. Alright. So, if you know what the topic of the sentence is, right, you can eliminate irrelevant words from the choices without even bothering to know the meaning. That's how you can save the time. Second, tone of the sentence. Right. If you know that the tone of the sentence is positive, you can eliminate negative words from the choices again without even knowing, without trying to know the meanings to those words. Again, you are saving time. And then 3, mainly conjunctions. Right. So, conjunctions. Right. How are these going to help us? You know very well, there are some conjunctions like and, both, and, not only, but also, and also prepositions in addition to, besides. All these are used to join 2 positive ideas. Say 2 positive words or 2 positive classes. Alright. And other conjunctions like though, although, even though, but, yet, still, nevertheless, however, these are used to join 1 positive idea and 1 negative idea. So, that gives you clarity. Do you understand? And then, the word after the blank. Word after the blank is also the clue. Word after the blank is also the clue. Alright. So, I am going to apply all these when I am discussing these answers. So, keep that in mind. Is this clear? Fine. So, keep them in mind. When you are reading the sentence, you are focusing on the topic of the sentence, tone of the sentence, and you are underlining the conjunctions that are the clues in understanding the sentence, and then the word after the blank, like this one. This is also a clue for us. Okay? And then what is the strategy? How are you going to answer this? The strategy. It's not that you read the sentence from the first word to the last word and then go to the choices and then pick the answer. No. Right. Read the first part of the sentence and comprehend it correctly. And then when you are reading the second part of the sentence, connect it to the first part of the sentence. Alright. That gives you clarity. Alright. You tell me, what does the second part of the sentence do to the first part of the sentence? Mainly, second part of the sentence should support the first part of the sentence or contradict the first part of the sentence. Clear? Or second part of the sentence may continue the idea that is given in the first part. So, you have to take these as the clues before you go to the choices. Are you ready? Shall we start? Okay. Directions. Each of the sentences given below has one blank. So, one blank. Select the word for the blank which best fits the meaning of the sentence. Okay. The socialist pattern of society. Alright, socialist pattern of society, pattern is not dash. Alright. You should not ignore the positive or negative words. Fine. You can't guess what it is. As it is not based on fixed principles. Alert. Not based on fixed principles. Alright. What are fixed principles? Fixed principles are rigid. So, fixed principles is rigid. Okay? Fine. And not based on fixed principles is what? Not rigid. Two negatives make it positive. So, this is what we are applying logic here, not just the meanings here. We are not just taking the meanings here, we are applying the logic here. Do you understand? So, not rigid is what? So, take this one, not rigid. Not rigid is what? Flexible. Alright. So, second part of the sentence is what? As it is not based on fixed principles, means it is flexible. Do you understand? Right. Not rigid. It is flexible. Okay. Now come to the first part. The socialist pattern of society is not something. Right? If it is not this, then it is what? As it is flexible. If it is flexible, it is not rigid. Do you get the idea here? So, answer should be rigid. You can straight away pick the answer. Answer is here directly. Do you follow this? Right. Fixed principles is rigid. Alright. So, second part is not rigid. You understand? Right. Fine. So, second part says that it is flexible. And first part says it is not rigid, as it is not based on fixed principles, it is flexible. Right. Not rigid is what? Flexible. So, that is the connection between the two words. Is that clear? Right. So, now look at the choices. See, if you comprehend the sentence correctly, you get the answer automatically. So, answer is rigid straight away. But let us discuss the other ones also. Alterable is what? Changeable. Modifiable or changeable, like alteration, alter and so on. It doesn't make sense there. Right? Irrelevant. Perfect is complete. Flawless. Flawless, perfect, immaculate, impeccable. Alright? Free from the errors. Right? Alterable is changeable. Changeable. Right? No. Perfect is flawless. Right? No errors at all. Free from the errors, it's perfect, complete. Favorable is advantageous. Favorable decisions, advantageous. Right? Not wrong. Right is correct. Right? Correct. Correct, appropriate, fit, apt and so on. You understand? So, the answer is rigid. So, apply this strategy, you get the answers automatically. Is this clear? Let's look at the next question. Ready? The scientific technologies based on virtual reality. So, topic is what? Technologies, scientific technologies based on virtual reality. Okay, what do you mean by virtual reality? Something appears as true, or in detail, images and sounds created by the computer that appear to be almost true. That appear to be almost true to the user. Agree? Keep that in mind. So, the scientific technologies based on virtual reality adds a dash to the films of today. Alright, they are adding something to films of today. Everything is positive, so you should have a positive word here. Right, if there is no clue, at least we should take positive or negative clue for the blank. Okay. Verisimilitude. If you know the meaning, you can pick the answer straight. That's why I told you knowledge of vocabulary plays a major role in fill in the blanks. So, verisimilitude is appear as true. Appear as true. Alright, if you want to remember this word easily, where is the root word which means true, sim is the same. Easy to remember, right? So, verisimilitude is appear as true. Does it make sense there or not? Yes, it goes with virtual reality. We did discuss that. Virtual reality is not a reality, but it appears to be a real one. Do you understand? Right. So, they add these, right, to add verisimilitude to the films of today to make the, pictures or to make the scenes appear real. They use this technology. So, verisimilitude is a straight answer. Okay. Then design. What is design? Pattern. Pattern. Does it make sense here? Read the sentence. Right. Technologies based on virtual reality adds pattern to the films of today. Right. We are not talking about pattern or design or structure. No. Variation, slight differences. Variation is change. Slight differences. Right. No. Perfection, completion. Perfection is completion. Perfection is flawless, immaculate, impeccable, flawless. Adds perfection to the films of today. Right. You are not talking about perfection there. Right. Virtual reality is the key phrase there. Remember. Style is manner. The way you do the things, manner. Right. So, it's not adds a style to the films of today. So, is this clear? So, the scientific technologies based on virtual reality adds verisimilitude to the films of today. So, everything you see on the screen appears to be true, though they are all visual effects. Remember that. Clear? Next sentence. Ready. Alzheimer's disease. It's a disease related to memory loss. Fine. So, Alzheimer's disease is not usually, okay, until significant memory loss is evident. As I told you, so Alzheimer's disease is related to memory loss. So, another important word is significant memory loss. That's also a key word. Do you understand? Significant, noticeable memory loss. Right. All of us may have a temporary loss of memory. Right, because of some reason. So, he is talking about significant loss of memory. Okay? Right. What do you think it should be? Let us look at it. Right. Disease is not usually detected. Right. 1 second, dear students, read the choices. Detected, diagnosed, discovered, all seem to be one and the same. Alright. You can eliminate revealed and disclosed. Reveal is make something clear. Reveal a secret. Right. Disclose something. So, reveal something is say something so clearly or revealing a secret. Do you understand? Giving all the secret information. Giving the secret information is reveal or disclose. Right. That doesn't suit here. As I told you, this is irrelevant. It does not go with the topic of the sentence or the context of the sentence. So, we eliminate 3, 4. Now, let's look at these. What do you mean by detected? Detect is what? Find something. Or say find the presence of something, find the presence of something, right? Find the presence of something which is not clear, which is not clear, which is not clear, or partially hidden, which is not clear or partially hidden, which is not clear or partially hidden. Remember that, okay? You detect something, right? Find something which is not clear. We know that it is there, but there is no clarity. Done. What is diagnose? Diagnose is identify the nature of illness. Diagnose, identify the nature of illness, right? Illness or disease. Identify the nature of illness or a problem. Identify the nature of illness, right? How do you identify that? By examining the symptoms. By examining the symptoms. Clear? So, I am giving you complete meaning so that you get clarity. Alright? Discover. What is discover? Find something accidentally. You know that. Right? Christopher Columbus discovered America. I discovered that my friend has been cheating me for many months. Do you understand? So, discover is find something accidentally. Find something. Alright? Accidentally. Clear? Alright. Now, keeping these meanings in mind, now pick the appropriate word for the blank. Ready? Discovered, you can eliminate. Right? Let's not find something accidentally because we know that it is related to memory loss. Clear? Right. Alzheimer's disease is not usually detected, diagnosed until significant memory loss is evident. Right. How do you diagnose the disease? You know that it is related to memory loss. But memory loss, all types of memory loss may not lead to Alzheimer's. We may have temporary memory loss. If you don't sleep properly, right, you forget the things. Agree? And if somebody meets with an accident, all right, there may be a temporary memory loss because of the shock. That person may lose the memory temporarily. Do you understand? So, you cannot diagnose the disease, right, by just focusing on memory loss. Is this clear? So, diagnose is wrong because, right, here it is identify the nature of illness, right, nature of illness by examining the symptoms, right. So, you cannot because the symptom is not clear here. Then, detected. Yes, that makes sense. How does that make sense? Look at it. Alzheimer's disease is not usually detected, not usually detected, not usually found, right, not usually found until significant memory loss is evident. What's important here? Significant memory loss is evident. Am I clear? So, just by taking a temporary memory loss, you cannot say that a person has Alzheimer's. You get the point? So, answer is detected. Right. If you know the meanings clearly, if you know the difference between detected and diagnosed, you can easily pick the correct answer. Am I clear? Right. Next sentence. Apart from dash, right, here is the clue. Apart from is what? Other than that, besides. So, if the first part is negative, second part should be negative. If the first part is positive, second part should be positive. So, apart from dash, havoc, alright, havoc is another clue. What is havoc? Chaos, confusion, disorder and so on. On life and property, global warming. So, this is related to the topic is global warming. Global warming is likely to have a major impact on food grains production, alright. So, global warming. Okay, let's see. Wreaking havoc, right, that's a common idiom. If you know this idiom, you can straightaway pick one as the answer. Wreak havoc is a common idiom which means cause chaos. Alright, weak means cause, chaos or disorder. Disorder, destruction, confusion, anything. Do you understand? Alright. Right, chaos or destruction. Yeah, you can also write disorder. Okay. Then inflicting. What is inflict? Cause pain or suffering. Cause pain or suffering. Right. How do you use this in a sentence? Inflict injuries. Cause pain or suffering. Inflict injuries. You understand? Alright. Imposing. It has many meanings. One meaning of imposing is stunning. Right? One meaning of imposing is stunning. Stunning, superb, alright, beautiful and so on. Second meaning of imposing is government imposes taxes. Alright. So, second meaning of imposing is official order. Official order. You understand? Official order to do something. The government imposed taxes, right? The government imposed heavy taxes or imposed heavy fines. Alright. So, that is official order. Forcing the people to do that. Do you understand? Official order to force the people, right, to pay. And then impose, another meaning is influence somebody. Alright, influence somebody to do something or persuade somebody to do something, right, in spite of their wish. So, persuade. Persuade, influence somebody to do something. Like you say, he tried to impose his religious beliefs on me. Do you understand? So, make somebody believe in something by force. So, these are the three different meanings of imposing, right? That doesn't make sense here, right? Posing is modeling, all right, being in a particular position, all right, for a picture or for a painting, all right, that is posing. Do you understand? Models pose, that's a thing here. Posing is modeling. Modeling, being in a particular, position, all right. So, you also say posing a threat. Pose a threat is what? Cause a problem. That's easy. All right. Then inducing. Induce is cause or effect of something. Induce is cause. All right. So, what way? What do you say? How do you use this induce? Right. Let's see. Example. Right. Cough syrup induces sleep. Right. Cough syrup induces sleep. That is, right, causes something. Do you understand the point? Right, this is the result of this one or this causes this one. Remember that. You understand? The soporific islands induce sleep. You get it? Right. So, inflicting, imposing, posing, inducing are not relevant. They don't go with havoc. You can't inflict havoc or, impose or induce. So, answer is wreaking havoc. As I told you, if you have reading habit and if you know this idiom, you can straight away pick this as the answer. Do you understand? Right. Let's go to the next question. Ready. As he was in a dash state of health. Again, as means because. Alright, positive, negative. Because he was in a dash state of health, the doctor advised him to avoid traveling. What's the clue here? Avoid traveling. Avoid traveling is positive or negative? Negative. You understand? Avoid traveling, negative. So, what do you know from this? Right? What do you know from this? You should have a negative word. Avoid traveling. Alright, negative. Don't go on journeys. Fine. So, as he was in a dash state of health, positive state or negative state? Negative state. So, you should have a negative word here. Do you understand? Now, let's look at the words here. Precarious. First, I give the meanings, then You are going to decide on the answer. Precarious is dangerous. Precarious is dangerous or risky. Dangerous or risky. Robust is strong. Robust is strong or say in good health. Robust is in good health, very healthy. You understand? Agile, swift. Agile is swift. Or say quick movements. Right? Quick movement. Birds are known for their agility, right? They move very quickly. So that's not just a physical thing. It's also a mental thing. All right, quick movements. Quick movements. Positive or negative? Come on. Right, this is positive, this is positive. Agree? Now, salubrious. Sal is the root word which means health. Salubrious is healthy. In good health, healthy. So, this is also a positive word. Rigid is negative. You all know that. Rigid is what? Inflexible. Rigid is inflexible, stubborn. Inflexible, stubborn. Alright? Okay. So, you have precarious negative word and rigid negative word. Alright. So, we can easily eliminate these words. Alright. So, you need not even get into the meanings of these words in the examination or when you practice. Now, let's see. Precarious or rigid. As he was in a dash state of health, you don't say rigid state of health. Rigid is for mindset, not for health. Contextual usage of the word. You understand? So, it should be precarious state of health. That is dangerous and risky state of health. Doctor advised him to avoid traveling. Does that make sense? Yes. All right. So, shall we move on to the next sentence? Right. Next one. The authorities dash appealed to the public. All right. Appealed to the public to bear with the inconvenience. All right. Bear with the inconvenience. Negative. All right. So, positive word or negative word? It should be positive only. Do you understand? Appealed to the public, requested the public, asked the public, right? To bear with the inconvenience, to tolerate the inconvenience. So, it should be a positive word, right? Let's see. Fervently, right? Negative word, right? Fervently, I'm sorry, it's a positive word. What is fervently? Enthusiastically. Ferv is the root word which means boil. Fervently is enthusiastically. Fervently is enthusiastically or passionately. Right? Enthusiastically, passionately. You know, full of feeling and emotion. Full of feeling and emotion. All right? Okay. Right. That's a positive word. All right. Strongly, ask strongly for something. Then, frantically is negative word. What is frantic? Frantically, also say frenzied. Frantically is frenzied. What is this frenzied? Right. Hurried. Right. Hurried and desperate. Hurried and desperate. Do you understand? All right. He is frantic. He's mad about something. He wanted to do that in a hurry and he is desperate to do that, which is a negative word. Piteously. What is piteously? Sadly. Sadly, pathetically, sorrowfully, and so on. Religiously. One meaning of religious is concerned with religion. All right. Related to religion. Second meaning of religiously is do very regularly. Right? Do something. Do very regularly. All right? He attends the classes. He attends all the classes religiously. Do you understand? That is without missing a single class. Without missing a single class. So, that is the second meaning of religiously. Remember. All right? Okay. Apologetically, regretfully. right, feel sad about something, say apology. That is regretfully. Regretfully. Okay. Now, look at the, read the sentence and see which word goes into the blank appropriately. So, the authorities appeal to the public to bear with the inconvenience. Fervently appeal to the public. Fervently, enthusiastically, passionately, with all the feeling. All right. Appeal to the public to tolerate the inconvenience. Makes sense. Right. Why should the authorities be frantic? That's not the right word. That's a negative word. There is no pity or sadness here. Sadly appeal. No, not necessary. Authorities, right. Why piteously? There's nothing pity related to that. And since this is not a repeated action, you don't use religiously. And apologetically appealed, right. No, they are not regretting that, right. They are requesting strongly, right, to bear with the inconvenience. So, don't be confused, please. Apologetically appealed to the, no. Apologetically appeal, no. These two don't go together. You understand? So, answer is fervently. Clear? Next sentence. Girls are socially conditioned, controlled, to confine their amused emotions, right. Conditioned is one word, confine is limit or restrict. You understand? Both are negative words. So, limit their amused emotions. What are amused? Entertaining emotions. All right, that joy and happiness. You understand? Right, joy and happiness. Limit their amused emotions to a smile. Right, you have to just smile. You should not laugh loudly. You get the point? Right, even if you enjoy a joke, even if you enjoy a situation, you are not supposed to laugh loudly. So, it is confined to a smile and not to laugh loudly. See, we haven't read that part, but you can guess what comes next, right? You can guess what comes next in the sentence if you know the flow of thought or if you know the context of the sentence. Dear students, please try to do it in this way. Don't just read the sentence in one go, right, in a hurry, please. Right, read the sentence bit by bit and connect the sentence properly so that you understand the context of the sentence and you can pick the contextually correct word from the choices. That's a relevant word from the choices. Clear? Right. Let's see. And not laugh loudly because loud laughter is said to be dash. So, what's the tone of the sentence here? Undoubtedly negative. Agree? So, the blank should take a negative word. Right. Now, let's look at the words. Offensive. Right. The meaning of offensive is insulting. Offensive is insulting. Right. Disrespectful. Insulting. Disrespectful. Right. Or unacceptable. Fine. Leave it like that. Outrageous is outstandingly bad. Outrageous is outstandingly bad, very bad. Right, outrageous blunder. Fine? Okay, negative. Calamitous is disastrous. Right, what are these calamities? Natural disasters like floods, earthquakes, tsunamis and so on. Right, calamitous is disastrous. Disastrous, ruinous, right, and so on. Devastating, same. Devastating is disastrous or destructive. Destructive. Devastating is destructive. Same story. Calamitous and devastating mean one and the same. Do you understand? Natural calamities. Devastating floods. You understand? Devastating earthquake. Right? This devastating earthquake disturbed the entire population in that particular place. Clear? So, you can eliminate these two because, the sentence is not about natural calamities or disasters. Agree? Alright. Okay. So, now let's see. Right. Girls are socially conditioned to confine their amused emotions to a smile and not to laugh loudly, since loud laughter is said to be offensive, insulting, disrespectful. Right. Who are you offending here? Who are you offending here? It seems to be okay, but Who is offended here? There is no clarity. You understand? Unfeminine. What is unfeminine? Not a girl quality, not a girlish quality. So, the entire sentence is about girls and their behavior. Do you understand? It's not about offending somebody there. So, answer is unfeminine, right? It's not considered to be girlish. So, girls are not supposed to laugh loudly. They have to just smile in a decent manner. That's what the sentence says. Is that clear? Right. Be careful with 1 and 4. Okay? Right. Let's go to the next sentence. Right. Nothing is impossible to achieve. Nothing is impossible to achieve. It has a positive tone. Right? That entire phrase is positive. Good. If pursued with dash and determination. Again, I told you, conjunctions are the clues. Right? This is the clue. And conjunction is followed by determination, which is a positive word. So, you can guess that the word before and also should be positive. These are simple and straight clues, but they help you sometimes. Alright. So, let's see. Optimism. What is optimism? Think positively. Opposite to optimism is pessimism. Right? Simple, you know that. What is perseverance? Perseverance is tenacity. Again, what is tenacity? Right. So, perseverance or tenacity mean what? Continue to do something. Continue to do something in spite of the difficulties. Continue to do something. I mean, a task or something in spite of the, continue to do something in spite of the difficulties. In spite of the difficulties, hurdles, right? Obstacles and so on. In spite of the difficulties. You understand? Continue doing something in spite of the difficulties. Okay. Okay, continue to do something in spite of the difficulties is perseverance or tenacity. Alright. All the youngsters should have perseverance or tenacity to achieve their goals. Do you understand? So, that is the meaning of perseverance or tenacity. Alright. Strong determination to do something. Strong determination to do something in spite of the difficulties or in spite of the obstacles. Clear? Okay. Then, zealous. Zealous and enthusiasm are exact synonyms. So, you can't take both. 3 is equal to 4. Zealous is enthusiasm. Enthusiasm is what? Great interest in doing something. Both mean one and the same. Great interest or say keen interest in doing something. Right. Great interest or keen interest in doing something. Enthusiasm. Zeal is enthusiasm. So, you can eliminate these two. Alright. Trustworthiness. What is trustworthy? Reliability. Trustworthy. He said trustworthy person is reliable. So, trustworthiness is reliability. Right? Reliability or credibility. Credibility. Got it? Alright. Let's see what. So, let's go back to the sentence. We have decided that the blank takes a positive word, but all the choices are positive. So, let us see which word gets into the blank contextually. Nothing is impossible to achieve if pursued with perseverance and determination. Optimism and determination? No, they don't make sense. Right. Zealous, enthusiasm? Yeah, may be taken, but since both are same, we don't take that. Right. Reliability? No. What reliability are you talking about? Right. To achieve something, you don't require reliability. Remember that. Alright. What is required is continuity, tenacity. So, do you understand? Our answer is perseverance. Perseverance and determination. They go hand in hand. Remember that. Clear? Let me clear the board before we go to the next question. Ready? The experienced physician, positive, gave an dash, okay, which finally brought his temperature down, positive. Temperature down is positive. So, the blank takes a positive word. Experienced is also positive, remember. Antidote. What is an antidote? A drug, a remedy. Antidote is a remedy. Remedy, cure, or a drug that cures. Remedy, cure. Alright? Maybe. Gave an advice. Fine. Right. Advice does not bring the temperature down. One logic. Agree with me? And advice does not bring the temperature down. Medicine brings the temperature down. First thing. And it's grammatically wrong. Grammatically incorrect. Why? An advice is incorrect. It's an incorrect expression. We don't say an advice because advice is an uncountable noun. A singular uncountable noun. So, you should use a piece of advice. Right? If there is a piece of advice, that's a different story. So, an advice is outrightly wrong. So, we eliminate this. Okay? Instruction. Right. The experienced physician gave an instruction which finally brought his temperature down. Right. Instruction does not bring the temperature down. Instruction is given to tell us how to do something. Do you understand? Instruction is the steps that are involved in doing something. Am I clear? Or teach someone how to do the things. Okay. So, this is irrelevant. Instruction is teach. Teach someone how to do the things. Read the instructions. We do say that. Is that not? Read the instructions before answering the paper. Teach someone how to do the things. Alright. So, it doesn't make sense here. Antipathy. Antipathy is dislike, hatred. Antipathy is dislike, aversion, hatred. Doesn't make sense. This is related to a feeling, right? Antipathy is a feeling. Opposite to antipathy is sympathy. Sympathy is compassion. Alright. So, this doesn't make sense. Anti is against, path is faith. Anointing. Yeah, that's a tricky word. Anointing is smear or rub oil. Right? Smear or rub oil. What for? What for do you rub? Right. Anointing means consecrate. Consecrate. Alright? What is this consecrate? Guess what is consecrate? Consecrate is make pure. Eight is make, sacred is sacred. Alright, make somebody pure. Alright. So, make someone pure. Alright, make someone pure. Do you understand? Okay. So, what is this? Anointing, right? Anointing ceremony. You say that high priests are anointed. Or to make it simple for you, right? The priest anointed the sick. Is this clear? The priest anointed the sick. That is, he poured some oil on them or he rubbed some oil, right? He rubbed some oil on them with the hope of curing them. Do you understand? Alright. And this is also taken as a ceremony. It's a ceremony which makes somebody pure. Like, when the prince is crowned, right? He is anointed. Before he is crowned, he is anointed. That is, it's a ceremony making himself pure, right? For the post. Is this clear? Right. So, that is related to a religious ceremony. It's more related to a religious ceremony. Is this clear? Okay. So, finally our answer is gave an antidote. Right. All these do not suit the blank at all. Only thing is anointing is also related to, right, the priest anointed the sick, right. He tried to cure the sick by applying oil. You get it? But here this is different. Physician does not give you an anointing. All right. He does not do anointment. Remember that. He gives you medicine. Remember that. Don't be confused, please. Then, next sentence. With dash in his heart, right, we don't know what is in his heart. My neighbor slowly crept over the wall, separating our houses, and slashed the tires of my motorcycle. What's the clue? Slashed the tires of my motorcycle. Negative. So, obviously, what is there in his heart? Some negative feeling. Agree? Let's see. Arrogance and pride. Same. Both mean one and the same. Both mean supercilious. Arrogance, pride is supercilious. You understand? Right. Feeling great about oneself. Do you understand that? All right. Proud, arrogant. Opposite is modest. He is arrogant, he is modest. You can also say he is humble. All right. Okay. Derision. So, RIS is the root word here, which means laugh. Derision is mockery. Right. Derision is mockery. What is mockery? Make fun of somebody. Mockery, make fun of. All right. Is there any fun involved in, slashing the tires? There is no fun involved. So, you can eliminate that. All right. Then arrogance, pride. Right. With arrogance in his heart, pride in his heart, doing that one, it's not proud or arrogant. If you are arrogant, you look down upon others. You ill-treat others because you feel you are better than them. That is proud and arrogant. You understand? Right. Treat others as inferior creatures. So, it doesn't make sense here. Usage-wise, it's wrong. Okay. Then what is avarice? Greed. Avarice is greed, wanting more and more. Right. It's not greed. So, it also doesn't make sense. So, malice. What is malice? Malice is bad. Malice is ill will. Ill will. Malevolence. What is malevolence? Thinking of harming others. Do you understand? Right. Ill will, bad feeling. Right. Hatred. All right. Ill will or hatred. You get the point? So, what's the answer here? With malice in his heart, with, ill will in his heart, he wanted to trouble me. So, he slashed the tires of my motorcycle. So, answer is malice. Clear? Next sentence. Despite. Dear students, don't miss the clues. What is despite? Despite means in spite of, and that's a preposition, right? Despite, in spite of are used to join one positive and one negative idea. Am I clear? Let's see. Despite major advances in atmospheric science, all right, major advances in atmospheric science, positive. Okay, let's see. Dash and prediction of the Indian monsoon remains a tough challenge. All right, this is positive, but second one is negative. Dash and prediction of the Indian monsoon. Prediction of the Indian monsoon. What is predict? Guess beforehand. All right, foretell. Right? Foretell. Prediction of the Indian monsoon. Foretell or forecast. That's what we try to do. When do we get the rains and so on. Am I clear? So, it has become a tough challenge. Right? We are not able to predict the rains. Predict the monsoon. Done. So, what should be there in the blank? Negative word. Undoubtedly negative word. Now, let's see. Right. Simulation and prediction of the Indian monsoon remains a tough challenge. All right. Let us see. All right. Let's see. What is simulation? What is simulation? Simulate is imitate. Imitate something as it is. Imitate something as it is. All right. Replication. What is replicate? Copy. Or say replication is repeat. Repeat something. Replication is repeat something as it is. Alright, repeat something as it is. Alright, here it is imitate something, or you can say copy. Simulate is copy, as in simulator. You are given training, you're given training in simulators. You understand? For driving license and all, you are given training, right? Driving training in simulators. Alright, copy or imitate something as it is. This is unreal. Okay. Then deception, cheat. Deception is cheating. Not a truthful, deceive, deception, cheating. Concoction is mixture of liquids. Concoction is mixture of liquids. Right. Okay. Fine. Then brew. Yeah, you know about brew coffee. What is brew? Right. Brew is make coffee or tea using hot water. Make coffee or tea using hot water. You understand? Alright. There are so many other meanings also. Alright. You also say brew the beer. Alright. And something is brewing. People say that something is happening. Alright. Something is cooking. You say that. Now let us see which word fits the blank. Despite major advances in atmospheric science and prediction of the Indian monsoon. Right. What is that? Prediction of the Indian monsoon is a challenge. And what else is a challenge? Deception and prediction. Deception of the monsoon. You don't say deception of the monsoon. Brew of the monsoon? No, not at all. Right. Concoction of the monsoon? No. See, here we can't get the answer straight. You understand? This is not a regular sentence. Now, let's look at it carefully. You should understand the context here clearly. So, replication. Replicate, can you replicate Indian monsoon? No, you cannot replicate Indian monsoon, right? Maybe you can try to create something like that. Do you understand? So, trying to create something, right? Where is that? Copy something. Okay, right. Imitate. Yeah. See, copy or imitate something as it is. Just a moment. Copy something or imitate something as it is. Do you understand? So, we are trying to copy Indian monsoon. Do you understand the point? Right. So, answer is simulation. Now, despite major advances in atmospheric science, simulation, create that type of a situation here. Right. Do you understand? Create that type of a situation. Remember that. Alright, not repeating it. Creating that situation. And the prediction of the Indian monsoon remains a tough challenge. Do you understand? So, I say instead of imitate, let me make it clearer to you. Right. Create. Create something as it is. You understood the point here? So, we have to do it very carefully, step by step. I hope you follow the explanation. Shall we move on? Next sentence. When he came back home, exactly 1 year after he had joined the Navy, all who knew him were astonished. Alright, he joined the Navy and he came after 1 year. Fine. And right, his acquaintances were astonished. What is astonished? Shocked, surprised to see the change. So, there is a change in him. We don't know whether it is for good or bad. Agree? Let's see. He spoke softly. Oh, this is positive. He spoke softly and pleasantly without a hint of his earlier dash. So, what is his earlier behavior? What is his earlier style of speech? Must be negative. So, it's a negative word. See, the clues give you a clue for the blank. Ready? Right. We should have a negative word. Silliness. Right. The word that goes into the blank should be opposite to this one. And that's related to speech. Alright. What is silliness? Silly is inane. Inane is silly. Insane is mad, remember. Inane is silly. Silly also means absurd, meaningless, right? Meaningless, silly, silly mistake, meaningless mistake. All right. Pithiness. Pithy is terseness. Terseness. This is related to speech, undoubtedly. Pithiness is terseness, or say brief. Do you understand? Right. So, speak less is pithy. Okay. Frankness. Frankness is what? Openness. Frankness is openness. Or you can say straightforward. He's frank is he is straightforward. Again, this is a positive word. Alright. So, frankness is a positive word. So, you can eliminate this one. We are looking for a negative word there, remember. And silly, negative, pithiness. Right, pithiness can be taken as positive or negative. Right, leave it like that. Right, pithy is normally taken in the positive sense only. So, you can eliminate that. Okay. Deviation. What is deviation? Digress. Move away from the point. Deviation is digression. Move away from the point. You are not talking about focusing on something or moving away from one point. So, it does not make sense at all. And brusqueness, right. Brusqueness or brusqueness, both are correct. Right. So, what is brusque? Curt. Rude. Right. So, brusqueness means speak in a hurried and rude manner. Right. So, hasty and rude manner. So, what is here? He spoke softly and pleasantly. Alright, slowly. You understand? Comfortably. Without a hint of his earlier brusqueness. Right. That is curtness. Alright. Short and rude. So, answer is this one. Do you understand? Right. It's not silly and it's not anything else. So, these are the clues. Clear? Next sentence. The young citizens should dedicate themselves. Yeah, you people, you are the young citizens. The young citizens should dedicate themselves to the service of the nation. Good. Avoiding all narrowness. Alright, avoid, obviously, negative. Narrowness. Yes, what is this narrowness? Rigidity. Narrow-minded. Alright, bias. Narrowness is nothing but bias, prejudice, opinion, opinionated. Alright, that's a negative word. And dash. So, undoubtedly a negative word here. Agree? Let's see. Right. Misogyny. What is misogyny? Misogyny is hate women. Misogyny is hate women. Alright. It has nothing to do with hating women. Agree? Right. Nothing is mentioned about women. Remember that. Mis is hate, by the way. Treachery. Treachery is disloyal. Treacherous, disloyal. Unfaithful. Disloyal or unfaithful. Disloyalty, unfaithfulness. Right. Deceit. Deceitful. Cheating. Deceitful. Right. Negative. That's a negative word. What is xenophobia? Phobia is fear. Xenophobia is fear of foreigners. Xeno is foreign. Fear of foreigners. Right. It doesn't make any sense here. Right. Fear of foreigners doesn't make sense here. Alright. Dogmatism and parochialism. Alright. Both seem to be close. Okay. What is dogmatism? Dogma is a theory or principle. Dogma is a theory or principle. What is dogmatism? Believe in one's own theory. Believe in one's own theory or belief. One's own theory or belief. Do you understand? Alright. Dogma is a principle or theory or belief. So, Dogmat is believing in your own ideas or in your own beliefs. Alright, you don't even listen to others at all. You don't open your mind to other beliefs or other theories. You are so rigid. Do you understand? So that is negative. Parochialism is narrow-mindedness. Alright, you don't allow other ideas get into you. So parochialism is narrow-minded. You understand? So, which is closer here? Young citizens. Dogmatism is, related to, say, scholars actually. Alright, a philosophy, a doctrine or something. Alright. So, giving a doctrine and believing only in your doctrine, right? That's a context here. So, let's see. The young citizen should dedicate themselves to the service of the nation, avoiding all narrowness and parochialism. So, answer is 5. This is clear? Right. Next sentence. Ready. His unique qualities of leadership, positive. Unique qualities of leadership and dash, positive. It should be positive. Won him the spontaneous love and loyalty of his countrymen, positive. Alright, what is intolerance? Impatience. Intolerance is impatience. Right, this is a negative word. Alright, so we eliminate that. Malevolence. Malevolence is ill will, thinking of harming others. Ill will. Right? Ill will or harmful. Ill will. Alright. That's also a negative word. Wrong. Jocularity is jovial, cheerful. Jocularity is cheerful, happy, right? Fun, cheerful. Alright. It's not, doesn't go in the context. Right. Wisdom. What is wisdom? Use knowledge appropriately. Knowledge and wisdom. Wisdom is do the things in a proper manner. Makes sense here. Leadership and wisdom. He knows what he is doing very clearly. Right? Take the decisions by using his knowledge appropriately is wisdom. Makes sense. Joy. Right. Joy is a positive word, but you don't say unique qualities. Quality. Joy is not a quality. Remember, joy is a feeling. So, unique qualities of leadership and joy or leadership and jocularity doesn't make sense. Alright, so wrong. So, answer is wisdom. Is this clear? Next sentence. Many of the physically disadvantaged children in India, right, negative, physically disadvantaged children, negative, especially those with polio. If you remember at the beginning, I told you the word after the blank is also a clue. You understand? See, that's a preposition. So, you can pick the word easily, which is followed by the preposition with. Alright, you should not miss any of the easy clues, my dear students. You understand? Now, let's see. See whether I make sense or not. Right? Let's see. Okay, especially those dashed with polio are from poor families. Alright. Invalidated. What is invalidate? Validate is approve. Right? Invalidate is disprove. Prove something wrong or false. Disprove. Alright. Invalidate is prove that something is false. Doesn't make sense. Alright. Okay. Enfeebled. Enfeebled is enfeebled, debilitated, almost one and the same. Both mean right. Become weak because of, right, become weak because of illness or old age, because of illness or old age. Do you get it? Right. Enfeebled, feeble is weak, enfeebled, debilitated is become weak because of illness or old age. Alright. So, enfeebled with polio, debilitated with polio, right, it's not about that. It's not, we are not talking about their position or like their physical condition. We are not talking about that, alright. So, it only talks about, look at it, many of the physically disadvantaged children in India especially those dashed with polio, not enfeebled with polio or debilitated with polio, not that. Alright, what do you say? Afflicted with polio. What is afflict? Afflict is cause suffering. You understand? Afflict is cause suffering. Alright, so afflicted with polio, right, is the correct answer. You don't say invalidated with, enfeebled with, debilitated with, wrong, and afflicted with is the straight usage. So, afflicted with polio is the correct expression. Ravaged is ruined, ruined, ruined. Also, ravaged also has some meaning related to, body. Ravaged is disfigured, disfigured. Same story, disfigured because of illness, disfigured because of illness. Do you understand? All right. So, these are related to the condition, but the appropriate word is afflicted, afflicted with polio. You're not talking about how they became weak because of polio, right, or how they lost their figure because of their polio. That's not the point. Am I very clear? Right. Ravaged is, a very bad situation. Clear? Next sentence. Right. So, I hope you followed my explanation, dear students. And before we conclude, please do subscribe to Time for Bank Exams, and apart from our YouTube channel, Time for Bank Exams, we also have other channels like Telegram, Instagram and Facebook, and all the links to these are given in the description box. Links are given in the description box. And if you are interested in classroom coaching, do contact your nearest time center. Right, do contact our nearest time center. And for online courses, you can enroll at this URL. I hope you followed the explanation. Keep watching for more videos. Thank you very much.